Hello Summoners and welcome to the Mobifier TV League of Legends News Update. I am your host, Harry Normstorm Smith, and since it's Thursday, Zonok will be unable to join me. Anyways, for this episode as always, we'll be covering results from the pro scene, review news in the community and on PBE, as well as take a look at what's to come in the future. For clarification, we will be taking a look at what's been happening between Monday, September 9th and the morning of Thursday, September 12th, 2013. It's also worth mentioning, however, that I have been feeling a bit under the weather as of late, so I apologize in advance if I don't sound as active or excited as I normally do. Starting off, as always, with the pro team results, we're going to first cover the LNL Winter Qualifier that's been happening in Southeast Asia right now. The top 3 teams of the qualifier will play in the 2014 GPL Winter in Season 4, and the top 7 teams will qualify for the 2014 LNL Winter in Season 4. The first week is still in progress, but here's what we've got so far. Winning their games these first couple of days is Hong Kong Attitude Mage, You Can't Stop Me, Hong Kong Attitude Priest, Cyber Games Arena Legends, Taipei Snipers, and Taipei Assassins. On the opposite end of the spectrum and have lost their one game so far is AHQ Esports Club, Hong Kong Attitude, GIA, Sister So Cute, Team Ozone Taiwan, and Energy Pacemaker Fearless. A quick note to add, Team Sister So Cute was actually printed out as a lot of Asian symbols and lettering that I was unable to read. Upon putting it into Google Translate, I get the result, said his sister is so cute. I don't know the exact translation of the team name, so until we find a definite definition, we'll be running with SSC as displayed on the video. Taking a look at the Thailand Grand Championships, we have had 2 matches played for Groups A, B, and C. In Group A, the Bangkok Titans tied Team Flashback, while Chaos Gaming beat Iron Bronze 5. In Group B, Team Infinite beat Neolution Esports, while Alkariu beat Anti-Conceded Players. In Group C, Myth Flash Dive beat Kiro, and Inwaza Ginnem beat Snowball. In Group A, Bangkok Titans and Team Flashback are tied for first with 4 points, while Chaos Gaming is lagging behind with 3 points, while Iron Bronze 5 has yet to pick up anything. In Group B, Team Infinite and Alkariu are also tied for first with 4 points, while Neolution Esports and Anti-Conceded Players are tied for third with 1 point. And in Group C, Myth Flash Dive is in first with a whopping 6 points, Kiro and Inwaza Ginnem are tied for second with 3 points, and Snowball is dead last with 0 points. For those wondering how the whole point system works, each match is 2 games. Win 1 game and lose 1 game, and the match is a tie. Win both games, you win the match. Lose both games, you lose the match. Each time you win a match, you get 3 points. Every time you tie a match, it's 1 point, and 0 points if you lose the match. The 13th European Challenger Series ended, and Copenhagen Wolves beat Meteor Makers in the finals 3 games to 2. The LCS team was able to actually take some games off of the Copenhagen Wolves for once, but they actually fell. Much like how Denial was able to take 2 games off of Coast, this is just a reminder that the LCS teams can't take the Challenger scene for granted. And inevitably, our Mobifier Challenger Series Season 1 playoffs have come to a close. Complexity remained dominant and took first place against Napkins in Disguise, who took second. For those wondering, Denial Esports West has left the brand and is now Napkins in Disguise. In the third place match, Curse Academy took 2 games in a row to beat To Be Determined and take third place. On the bottom half of the standings, Infinite Odds forfeited against New World Eclipse, sending NWE to the 5th place match, only for New World Eclipse to forfeit that match themselves, meaning Cognitive Gaming automatically gets 5th place after having swept Complexity Academy beforehand. Moving on to the generic community news, it's hard to talk about anything without first talking about all the hype that's been going around the arrival of Quantic's new roster. All coming from OGN in Korea, we have Woong in the top lane, Prime in the jungle, Apple in mid, Loco on AD carry, and Gunza on support. Also, it's been revealed who will be casting and analyzing at Worlds. The host will be Shox, casting will be Riv, Kobe, Quickshot, Jat, Joe Miller, D-Man, and Freak. At the analysis desk will be Crepo, Double Lift, Monte Cristo, Voyboy, Snoopy, Deficio, Ocelot, and more unannounced guests. Also this week, Meteor Maker's jungler Makata has broken his hand. He will be out for 3 weeks and was not playing with Meteor Makers against the Copenhagen Wolves in the finals of the 13th European Challenger Series. Now it's time for some news on the live servers and PBE. Just a reminder that all changes on PBE can change at any time, and I will only be highlighting the more bigger and interesting changes. On the forums, Morello has mentioned some changes that he's planning for Season 4. He has said that he wants to improve and permanently fix the gold flow of supports and junglers, and do a big vision overhaul. Hitting PBE is some new ward skins. For 640 RP each, you will get a permanent sideward skin. Current sideward skins available are Draven, Soraka, and Lux. Some Rise buffs are on PBE as well. He has increased base health, move speed, and base armor. His ultimate now gives him 80 move speed at all ranks. The changes to Olaf on Friendly Live on PBE, and here's what we've got with him. For his Q, it still damages all targets it hits. The further the axe flies, the longer the slow lasts, between 1 and 2 seconds. For his W, costing 35 mana at all ranks, Olaf gains lifesteal for 6 seconds. During that time, he also receives 1% of increased healing from all sources for every 2.5% of health he was missing when the ability was originally activated. And if the ult is active, he gains some attack speed. For his E, it does some true damage which scales off of 40% of attack damage. With hefty cooldowns, going from 12 seconds at rank 1 to 8 seconds at rank 5, each auto attack reduces its cooldown by 1 second. And for his ult, Olaf will passively gain 10, then 20, then 30 armor and magic resist. When activated, he becomes immune to CC for 6 seconds, and the passive magic resist is now instead an additional 40, then 60, then 80 attack damage. It has no mana cost, and has a cooldown that goes by 20 seconds each rank, starting at 120 seconds, then 100, and then 80 seconds. For Katarina, her ult's channel is now half a second longer and has an increased ratio. Also on PvE is some tweaks to the champion trading system. They fixed that error where two people would try to trade but couldn't because they both initiated the trade at the same time, as well as fixed other bugs that I wasn't even aware of. Also, the pool party skins are finally live, yay! And finally, we have new splash arts for Olaf and Xerath, and there have been some visual updates to the default ward as well. Before wrapping up the video, it's time to take a look at what's to come in the pro scene in the near future. September's 14th to 15th will be DreamHack Bucharest in Europe. On the 14th, starting at 3 AM Eastern Standard Time, will be the quarterfinals and semifinals. In the quarterfinals, from top to bottom, left to right, will be Copenhagen Wolves versus Reason Gaming, Time Police versus Pulse Esports, H2K versus Team Property, and Millennium versus Next Please Gaming. The day afterwards at 6 AM will be the finals. Every single match is a best of 3. And of course, on September 15th will be the start of the group stages of the Season 3 World Championship. In Group A, we have OMG, Lemon Dogs, SK Telecom T1, TSM Snapdragon, and Gaming Gear EU. In Group B, we have Samsung Galaxy Ozone, Mineski, Gambit BenQ, Fnatic, and Vulcan Tech Bargains. And that sums it up for this episode of the MobileFire TV League of Legends News Update. I am your host, Harry Normstorm Smith, and on behalf of myself, Zelnok, and the rest of the MobileFire TV crew, we thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to know when more news updates are released and like League of Legends content, don't be afraid to subscribe to the MobileFire TV channel, as well as Zelnok's channel, which is Exothermite. Also, don't be afraid to subscribe to my own channel, Twisted Pizza Dude, as well as now follow me on Twitter at NormstormLOL, where I will be tweeting about live updates as I hear about them, as well as my own real-life shenanigans. Thanks again everyone for watching, and Zelnok and I will see you guys on Monday with some more League of Legends news.